Let's face it, if you want to wake up early in the morning, you need to go to bed early. And to go to bed early, you need to establish an evening routine. And in this video, I'm going to give you a wonderful rule that will transform your evenings into a productivity machine. Because what do we know? Your morning starts the night before. Okay, so your morning routine starts with your evening routine, because let's face it, if you don't go to bed early and you want to wake up before 6 a.m. for example, you won't make it. Okay, if you go to bed at 1 a.m. and your goal is to wake up at 5:30, you won't be productive on 4.5 hours of sleep. It will be very difficult at least. So in this video I'm going to share with you one rule, one very quick tip that you can memorize so that you will ensure your body to get enough good sleep and be overall more productive. Hey, my name is Vince William and thank you for coming over to the Revalued YouTube channel. It's called the Liftoff Rule, the 10-3-2-1 rule. It's very simple. Hey, when you think of a rocket, what do you think of? Right? You probably think of a rocket launch.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery.
Where it goes like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it shoots up into the air, into the universe. Isn't that awesome? Right, and we use different numbers here. We don't use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 scheme, but we use the 10-3-2-1 rule, okay? And this is what it means. 10 hours before you go to bed, you quit your intake of caffeine. Okay, you don't drink any caffeine 10 hours before you go to bed. So for example, if you go to bed at 10 p.m. at night, stop drinking caffeine after 12 p.m., after noon. It's that simple. Why? Because what many of us don't know is caffeine has a half-life of, depending on your biological makeup, 5 to 8 hours, and a quarter life of 10 to 15 hours, 12 to 15 hours in fact for most of us. So we need to cut it out because it is going to affect us and our sleep. So cut that out. That's the number 10. Number 3, okay, is 3 hours before bedtime, cut out all forms of food. It's very simple. When you eat food, your body needs to digest it. In order to digest food, it needs to produce the gastric acid. Okay, so it can digest all of that food that is in your stomach. Another thing is, it is a very not only time-consuming process, but also energy-consuming process. So digesting food is not very easily, and I'm guilty of it myself. I've eaten plenty of times right before I went to bed. So I eat about 30 minutes before I go to bed, or right before I go to bed, and then I'm lying in bed trying to fall asleep, but it's not really working. And that's also one of the reasons why many Americans have heartburn. That feeling inside of your stomach, that feeling here in your chest area where you feel just so like your heart is burning. That's what it's called. 2 hours before you go to bed, cut out all work. This is so important, okay? We know it all. We work into the late evening, and when it's time to go to bed, we're still thinking about our projects. We're still thinking about the tasks that we had to face and accomplish this day, and you know, taking all of that work inside of your bed, that's not good for your sleep hygiene. So cut out all work, and by all work I mean all work, literally everything, 2 hours before you go to bed, and see what it does to you. This is going to help you to minimize those loops that keep on going in your head, these unfulfilled tasks, or these thoughts about projects and all of these things that have not been finished. Okay, so 2 hours before you go to bed, cut out all work. And 1 hour before bedtime, turn off all electronic devices. Now these kind of devices where we, write our notes and where we connect with our friends via social media and all of these things, they emit something we call blue light. I'm sure you have probably heard of this by now. Blue light is not really beneficial to us and our body, because when when blue light goes through our eyes into our brain, it signalizes our body that it's not time to go to bed, it's daytime. So we are kind of messing with our biological clock, with our circadian rhythm. So by removing all sources of electronic devices at for example, 8 p.m. if you want to go to bed at 9 p.m. or 9 p.m. if you want to go to bed at 10 p.m. 1 hour before bedtime, you are basically taking away that struggle, and you will sleep better. So instead, journal for a little bit. Write down all of the thoughts that you didn't get to think maybe during that day. Write them down. Let your hand take that pen and write it down on a piece of paper. Maybe you want to journal. Maybe you want to read a good book before you go to bed for 30 minutes. Do something else. Listen to an audiobook. Do something. These are 4 very, very simple things to keep in mind. So this is the rule, and I want you to memorize it. Okay? It's a 10, 4, 3. No, it's a 10, 3, 2, 1 rule. And it's very simple, but it can be very effective and a great tool in your toolbox if you want to go to bed early, because that's what it really takes in order to wake up early in the morning. Hey, and if you want to become the high performance version of yourself, then go to revalue.com/jumpstart and download my free 7-day high performance jumpstart. This is the last time I'm going to plug this thing, because it was a limited time offer and it's absolutely for free, so you can just take it up. I've been making videos for the last 2 weeks every day, Monday through Friday. So I made 10 videos in the past 2 weeks. It's been a lot of work, so I hope you enjoyed these videos, and I hope you can see the effort that I put into them. And other than that, download the High Performance Jumpstart. In that High Performance Jumpstart, I'm listing out 7 habits that can help you to take you and your performance and your health to the next level and to make the most out of yourself. So if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to start off your career or do something great in your life, which I believe that's your interest, then click down below click in the description down below. Here you go, 10 videos, and download it for free. Alright, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.